Oh my gosh!
Now let's go back to my serious podcast here. So what I was trying to say is that life is very magical, and you will get a lot of help, a lot of support, a lot of kindness from places or people you never expected you could. And it's okay to feel lost, because life has seasons. Life has 4 seasons. Same thing as, your regular life. It's not different. The philosophy of the life is no different than your everyday life. There is summer, there is fall, there is winter, there is spring. And we often feel very, very lost in a fall time, where everything you were building, you were growing, slowly is dying. The leaves are falling from the trees, and everything gets cooler and cooler till it finally dies. Everything you're working on, you're about to lose it all. And it is a very stressful process. The winter, it's the time when you're so lost. You have nothing you are working on. You lost everything you thought you had. If it's people, if it's jobs, if it's businesses, if it's anything. And you live in that pain. You live it through. It's important not to avoid it, otherwise you won't be able to move on to a spring. Spring is the time where everything slowly becomes alive again. Spring is the time when you fell in love. You fell in love with yourself, with people, with the life, with this world, with a new job, with new opportunities. And spring is the time when you become alive again, even after what happened to you. And summer, you enjoy everything you were working so hard, everything you were building this whole time, this whole winter, this whole spring. Summer is the time where you get to enjoy. Summer is the time where you can look at the progress you have made for the last few months. And then there is fall again. So life is a cycle. Life is a cycle. We have a saying in Ukraine: after a white line, or after a dark line, there will be a white line. It kind of means after a very bad day, there will be a day that is better. It's like a crosswalk. There is a gray line, there is the ground, there is white line. Bikes. So same thing with life. You will have bad days, you will have the days when you feel so lost, and it's very important to have them. But everything will work out. You don't have to know it today, you don't have to figure it out today. Just, you're the only person you got. You are the only person who will stay with you for the rest of your life. So you better have a good relationship with yourself. You feel lost, take yourself for an ice cream. Take yourself for a bike ride, for a short trip you always wanted to go to. Do something nice for yourself. Because life is like a game. You can lose everyone and everything so easily. You cannot rely on anything. Nothing is permanent. Every single thing and everyone is temporary. So you shouldn't feel your life is ending because of someone or something. It's very important for you to keep fighting and keep fighting for yourself, because, as I said, you are the only person that you have in your life for the rest of your life. Everyone going to get married, have children, have other responsibilities, or die, or move to a different country. They're not going to be there for you all the time. And it's important that you choose only good people for yourself, and it's important you have that inside you, have that support inside of you, and you don't actually need anyone. It's good if a friend, can take you for coffee and say, hey, it's gonna work out. But what if you don't have that friend? It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It means that maybe that's the lesson you need to learn. You have to build that support inside so stronger people can come into your life. There is no weakness. But well, we're all humans. I think sometimes we forget we have to be good to ourselves. Because we're learning. Life is a journey that never ends. And life is all about learning. The moment your life ends is when you stop learning new things. Because we all think there will be a certain point in our life where we don't feel lost, we know everything, and our life is just so perfect. And the older you get, the more stable it gets and such. But in the end of the day, there's so much things to learn about yourself, about people, about business, about anything. There's so much things to learn. You can't even imagine how much information exists on this earth. You are dying the moment you stop learning. So what I'm trying to say is feeling lost is normal. It's so normal, and we should normalize it. There's nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you for feeling lost. Everybody feels lost. The only difference between losers and people who actually win is that when you feel lost, you have your own back. You're not going to let yourself down, and you're still going to get the shit done. You need a break, take a break, and then get back to your goals. You need a trip, okay, fine. Be kind to yourself. Nobody is going to care for you if you don't care for yourself first. My therapist actually told me something, and it actually stuck with me. She kind of explained it to me, what it means when you care for someone and when they care for you, and how you care for yourself. So basically, when you see someone, I'm going to talk about the scale from 1 to 100. When you see someone caring for themselves for 20% from 1 to 100, when you start dating them, 20% becomes 100% for you on a scale to how should I care for them. So they can give you those 20% that for them is 100, and you will be happy with it. If you care for yourself on 50% and someone offers you 20%, you will be like, well, your standards are too low. If it's a friend, if it's a boyfriend, if it's a girlfriend. And then the more you learn to care for yourself, the more you attract people that have that standard bigger. That 20% of care is not 100%, it's 20%. Because sometimes it's very difficult, or not, it's always difficult. It's difficult to find someone who's able to give you care you need. And it's not your problem. It just happened that your 20% is 100 for those people because they're not emotionally intelligent, or maybe they're just not mature yet, or maybe they're still learning, or maybe they're just not as deep of a person or caring person. So where I'm going with that, people are going to care for you, and you're going to accept care from people that you give to yourself. If you're giving to someone, if someone gives to you 70%, while you give to yourself 100%, you will be like, okay. But if you give that kindness, that care towards yourself, just 10%, and someone gives you 15, you will be like, oh my God. But it shouldn't work like that. You should try to care for yourself as much as you can so you can get everything, the best life you can possibly get. That's something you should have in mind, that people will care for you as much as you care for yourself. So, you feel lost, don't worry, it's fine. Take care for yourself, learn how to care for yourself so you don't accept shitty people and shitty care, and just have fun. You know, everything will get there. I'm not really sure how to start this video or what to talk about.